Last night on AEW Rampage, after months of anticipation, after months of building and waiting, we finally saw the highly anticipated AEW debut. That was Hook as he took on Fuego del Sol in what was his in-ring debut. And ever since last night, everyone's been talking about it, especially in the AEW community, mainly in the AEW community. Everyone's been giving their thoughts, their opinions on it. And I thought that, you know what? Last night I did my SmackDown review. I did watch his debut. Let's talk about it today. So let's talk about Hook. That's what this video is about. Let's talk about Hook. Hook is someone who has been talked about a lot in AEW. Like at first I was like, my goodness, like they're really giving this kid a lot of hype. They're giving this kid a lot of talk. Obviously with the memes of, oh, Hook's the GOAT, Hook is this, Hook is the greatest wrestler of all time. I'm like, well, my goodness, like the dude didn't even make his debut yet. You guys are already hyping him up. You know what I mean? Even especially with the Send Hook and especially what happened on AEW last night. Well, AEW Rampage last night. Hook was definitely sent, and he was definitely sent to destroy and beat up and hurt Fuego del Sol. And my goodness, that is exactly what he did. He beat up, he hurt, and he tapped out Fuego del Sol. Poor Fuego. Poor Fuego had to be the sacrificial lamb and be the first victim for Hook, but hey, it worked out really well. I really like the dude's entrance. I like the dude's theme song. I don't know who's singing the song, but whoever it is, really, really cool. Really like the entrance. I like the dude's appearance. I remember when Hook first came on AEW, I thought that he was a little teenager or something like that because I didn't know he had like tattoos all over him. But when he got rid of the hoodie and wasn't really wearing the hoodie anymore, that's when I was like, oh, so he's not a kid. He's not a teenager. This man's a man. He's got tattoos on his arm. He's got tattoos on his chest. Oh, okay. So this dude ain't playing around. And he sure as hell won't playing around last night with Fuego del Sol. My man rad dogged Fuego del Sol. My man made Fuego del Sol his you know what. I'm not gonna say it, but you know what I'm talking about. Um, so the main point of this, what's going to happen? What is the future looking like for Hook? And honestly, especially what we saw last night, Hook is officially All Elite with All Elite Wrestling, which is really odd because I thought he was already a part of AEW a long time ago. I mean, he has been training with Cody. His son, well, his father happens to be ECW legend and former commentator Taz. Um, I thought he was already signed, secretly signed to AEW. Who knows? He probably was secretly signed to AEW, but who knows? Maybe he wasn't. Who knows? But as of last night, he is officially All Elite to All Elite Wrestling. So, um, I'm interested. I'm interested, and I think that Hook is going to have he's going to have a bright future in AEW. I think that the sky's the limit. Now, I'm not saying that this dude needs to go out and shock the world and beat Hangman Page and win the World Heavyweight Championship or go out or win the TNT Championship. Of course, Hook is still starting out. There's still going to be room to grow, obviously, so he's going to I think what's gonna happen, they're not gonna put him in the deep end, like unless he's like ready. They're not gonna put him in the deep end, you know, real quick. 'Cause I know everybody is praising like, oh, Hook is this all time great stuff like that. But in reality, Hook. He's still starting out. Like Dominic. You start him out in the little pool, in the kiddie pool, and then once they're ready, once they're fully trained, fully developed, ready to go, you put them in that deep end, and you put them in that deep end with the other fish. And when that time comes, I think Hook will do that because Hook's got what it takes. I would like to see him cut promos, because I don't really know um what kind of promos he can cut. I know he can be ruthless aggression in the ring, haha, ruthless aggression. So I would love to see him cut promos, because of course, if you're gonna be a star in wrestling, you need to have that. You need to be able to cut promos, So he's got potential. I must say, Hook's got potential. So, and this is an honest review. Like, this is not me just 100% praise and review of Hook. This is just me giving my honest opinion on Hook and this, his AEW future. So, build him up. Start him out fresh, start him out small, but then sooner or later, once he gets big, which I think he would, you put him in that deep end, and hopefully he'll deliver. Because I'm telling you, he's got potential. I think Hook's got potential to be something here, especially in all elite wrestling, because he looks like he can bring something to the table. Like, he looks ruthless. He looks like he can beat you up. You know what I'm saying? And last night was no different. I mean, that style was just insane, and that beat down Fuego del Sol, makes you low key feel bad for Fuego. You know what I mean? So yes, Send Hook was definitely last night on Rampage, even though it was taped. But yeah, man, that was today's video. Just me talking about Hook, talking about Hook's debut. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to subscribe to the channel, man. We on the road to 500 subs, man. Like we gotta subscribe to the channel. I'm planning on doing well, I'll explain later once we get really, really closer to 500, and I'll explain what I'm gonna do. Cause I already know what I'm gonna do for 500, but I want to wait till we get there closer. But anyways, this has been the Kid DC Wrestling, and so yeah.